Yeah, my name is Bridget Mugambe, and I'm a programs coordinator with the Alliance for Food Sovereignty in Africa. AFSA has organized the first African Chiefs Gathering, one, to build on some of the existing work that we are doing as a network, which is focused on promoting African foods, promoting African cuisines. So we are bringing the chiefs together to really showcase, to get the positive narrative out there from the chefs themselves, the positive narrative around African foods, what it means to us, but also what it means to the chefs. So this is unique. It's because the people that are preparing the food are the ones that are also going to speak to it and its importance. Two, we also want to speak to the policy issues around African foods. One, what are the policy spaces or policy opportunities to promote African foods? But also, what are some of the challenges? We have a lot of challenges within our policies in African countries, which are more focused on industrial foods. So we also want to identify those and come up with strategies of how we, enhance the positive policy space to promote African foods. In 2022, AFSA launched the My Food is African campaign, which was mainly targeting promoting African foods. So we have My Food is Ugandan, for example, My Food is Ethiopian, My Food is Cameroonian, My Food is Tunisian. The campaign is in different African countries. The intention is to bring back, the positive understanding, appreciation of African foods, to move away from the growing narrative that African foods are not maybe nutritious. They are not, now we have fast foods, so some of them are termed as maybe they are slow foods, they are slow to cook, they are not hygienic. So we want to create that positive narrative around African foods, which speaks to the nutrition, which speaks to our cultural values. We need to bring back that pride. So the campaign, the My Food is African campaign, relates so well with the Chiefs Gathering, because now we are bringing the chiefs on board, on this campaign. They are the people that have gone to school, so to say, to learn how to prepare food, to learn how to prepare cuisines. So we really need them to also put African foods at the forefront of their work. Policymakers are very critical because they determine the direction that our agricultural sector takes, our food industry takes. They make the policies, one, that accepting the modified foods, that accept a lot of hybrid crops and products. The policies, they make the policies that lead to the establishment of supermarkets, of course, where we get ultra-processed foods. So now we want to implore our policymakers to also look at African foods which are sold in local markets, in territorial markets, which are easily accessible, but also that relates to the seeds, to the local seeds, the indigenous seeds, which are the starting point. So policymakers are very critical because then when a policy is made, then there is finance attached to it, there are budgets allocated to it, it has to be implemented. So we need the policymakers in this, and we are bringing them together with the chiefs and the civil society and the media to all, brainstorm on this and come up with some tangible policy proposals.